welcome back. In this episode, we are going to head to Nomad, and go to my most important mining and harvesting points. So we've arrived in Nomad, and the first thing I do when I arrive here is go to my tin mine, which is right here northwest. So we've got it mapped northwest, right down there. There is a crevice down there, and in the wake of the water, they added a creature in there, and it'll be a surprise. So now I don't go here on this end. I start on this end to stay away from that creature unless I'm farming him, her, whatever. So I'm going to go to my more powerful wand, and I'm going to go this direction back into the cave. So at my level, I have an aura that allows me to take these out. So look at all of this tin. So it's still here. Previous release, this was a wall of tin. However, it changed just a little bit. One of the changes, and I'm pretty strong now, but the first time I got to Nomad and I came here, and I went, uh-oh, there's this guy that jumps around, beats the heck out of you. So anyways, this is a stalker, and if you're interested in farming the stalker shell, which you will need for crafting, advancing, and so on, there you go. Otherwise, this place is still filled with a lot of tin, and what's great about it is you're in the shroud, you go to the very back, and you are out of the shroud, and you can pour it out after mining your tin. So still a lot of tin in here, and this is still the best place, I think, for tin. Next is copper, and copper's needed to make bronze when you mix it with tin, and we get a lot here. And they moved my copper mine. It was around the corner. If I go this way to the left, used to be able just to fly right down to my copper mine. Now it's over on the other side of this. So I can go either direction. I can go to the right side from here, my mountain base. My mountain base, as I've shown in previous episodes, is on top of this mountain as you're coming out into the pillars of creation. So I climb up here, build a mountain base, and do a lot of different things. So we're going to go to the right. So a couple of ways you can do it. You just start gliding. I have the ghost glider and updraft. If you don't do that, you can run around the side here and get up above right here. We can go right here to the other side. And now we're 160 meters away, and it is right down here. We're gonna go ahead and glide down, and we're looking for a mine on the ground. That's a shadow, that's a mine. There's copper on the side there, but yeah, it's not where I don't like side mining. But there's a copper mine down here. So climb down the ladder, drop down, you can start mining copper here. You can go all the way down to the bottom. There's a ton of copper here. So this is a great source for copper, located right here, Pillars of Creation on this side of the mountain. It's kind of a pie, but you can make it either way if you don't have a mountain base. There's another one that's a little lower right here. It's got 250 to 300 copper in its smaller copper mine, but you can get to that too, and you're coming out of the Pillars of Creation outside here to Nomad. So yeah, that's copper. So we're back to our mountain base. Again, on the map, it's just, here's where you come out, Pillars of Creation. You may go this way to get to this next source. And then you're getting the blacksmith tools down here, starting the quest here, going around. So you should be familiar or starting to get familiar with this enshrouded area here. And we're going to head right here and get a lot of really cool stuff. So just run down here. They changed the terrain around my mountain base. Probably not going to build here this time. But we're going to take off. We're going to head north, northeast, right into the Enshrouded area. And we're going to look for a blue spot down there. And we're flying over a water pond. That's pretty cool to fish in. Still haven't gotten totally into that, but I have some videos on me getting started in here. So in the nighttime, it's easier to spot it. But when we're going down, we're aiming for that spot right there. So we're 50 away. I'm going to start heading straight down. You see that blue spot right there? We are headed to that. And we're going to try to land right on it. Because one of the things that they've added are these little things that'll whack you that have shroud adhesive we're getting. So there's another one right here. And again, I have a powerful wand, so they're usually not that easy to kill. I like taking these guys out, and I don't want these things that get in the way. So take these out, and yeah, we're ready to go. Got that one there? Now here's a stalker down here. Now there's 2 stalkers. For me, I have it just on normal settings. So I used to just come down here and start on those guys there. But yeah, be careful. You want to take out the stalker first and then run from these. But just like in the tin mine, we get the shell off that. But here, we're farming Ammonia Gland. And you also get Shroud Sac, but we're pretty much after the Ammonia Gland. And so we're going to farm a lot of Ammonia Gland here. There you go, Ammonia Gland. Now, also we get our, these, you know, the mint mushroom meat. It's all over the place. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to use my axe. Really after these trees, and there's enough here to get all of the mint mushroom meat that I need for whatever I'm doing. So mint mushroom meat is gotten here as well, right? There's also tin here. I'm not going to go look for them and head back to this marker. And then if you bring the right resources, use your shroud particles, you can spawn a fight here for more cool stuff. But this is where I come for mint mushroom meat and ammonia glands, and it's easy to get out of. That's what I like about this point. So just like when you're in the shroud, you're looking for particular points of interest, like this is the rock we flew up, our our mountain base is in that direction there. If we go down this way, and let me get to my wand again, we are going to run into more ammonia glands. Here comes another one. Now, again, arrows, range weapons, these are pretty strong weapons, so they take these out fast. So it makes it easy for me to farm what I need as far as ammonia glands for making leather. And here's some tin, if you need tin, but I'm getting, it's just a little bit, and I'm getting all the tin ore that I need from that other source. And here's some more down here. So there's also tin in here. So it's a great place to come and get quite a few of the resources that you're looking for. And here's more ammonia gland. Let me try to stay out of that. And there's the other stuff. So much fun that can be if you weak armor and weak weapons. Get jumped by one of these and a stalker. Yeah. All right, so let me get this loot before I get stuck in the mud. And get some more stalker shell. So there's another one over there, but right here, you can see right underneath, there's this little opening here. I've got enough Ammonia Gland, I don't need any more. You just go up here, you run up here, you see the veiny ground, you're heading the right direction, just stay, keep that big mushroom rock to the right, and we are out of the shroud and can port out to our next objective. All right, so we're back to Nomad Ancient Spire right here. We got our tin down here. We got a stalker down here. But we are going to go get wheat, grain, and straw. And there's a place down here in the south, Bounty Barn. And this is really the only place I've found that has wheat grain. And as soon as you get a little bit, start farming it as soon as possible. And it multiplies really fast. So you come here once if you start early, and that's it. That's all you need. So I'm going to go on top of this rock right here. Again, I have Ghost Glider and updraft, so I can go pretty far. Don't go into that hole. And we're going to land right about here. It's a good jump off point. Check our stamina, and then we're going to glide over to this next rock formation here. See how high I can get. Updraft. Yeah, cool. I can hit right here. Right, then we're going to run down here. I should probably grab all that. And then right down there is Bounty Barn. So if you don't have Ghost Glider, it's a little longer to get there. You come down here, you cross this bridge. This rock bridge right here, or this one right here. Get to the other side, and here we are. Let me go to my ice one, and not as much grain. There was more grain that was here. They took the spiders out right here, and there are a lot of cats. So, yeah. I don't mind the cats, I hate the spiders. So start this guy out. And again, by the time you get here, you're gonna be lower level, and yeah, you get to deal with that. So mark it on the map, get your sage here. You can also get some bell pepper here, and there's another farm patch right on the other side of this building. So yeah, used to get a lot more sugar cane here, but they took that out. So Rubios and all sorts of stuff. You might put an altar somewhere in here, and it will stop some of the cats from spawning, but it won't interrupt your wheat grain farm if that's what you need to do. But we got enough wheat grain to start farming, get it to multiply, so we're good there. So again, we are at Bounty Barn. Let's go to map. We're sitting right here, Bounty Barn. This is where we get our wheat grain and straw. Here is Nomad Fast Travel. So we're doing pretty good. We got just in this one run, we got 20 grain, enough to get started, and we got 40 straw. So when you need that, just come here and do that. Next, we're going to go back to Nomad Ancient Spire. We're going to talk about Shroud Nexus. So here we are at Nomad Spire, Ancient Spire. We're looking off to the west. There's the bones. I'm not going to talk about fossilized bone. There's plenty of that right there visible to see. But here is the Cradle of Dusk that we did for the Alchemist quest for the Cauldron. And when you have Ghost Glider, this is much easier, but we're going to glide to the top of this rock formation instead of going underneath through the cave. If you got Advanced Glider, you can actually land right down here and then run up and around. But with Ghost Glider, I don't even need updraft because I'll go too far. You just land here, you can set an altar here, and then your favorite ranged weapon. There's the boss right down there. So what we're going to do is stop it. Okay, very good. I think that's enough. And this is where I farm my Shroud Nexus, which you need for, again, high level weapon on me. So, I mean, Staff of Guidance, level 33. I don't even have a gem in it. So, pretty easy to take it down. Go back to one of my wands, which does more damage if I was facing it. And these guys will pop. I mean, you all know, if you ever fought this thing on the ground, what you got to do with. So there we go, 2 Shroud Nexus. So, and then, you know, any other loot you might want to pick up. So my weapon did AoE, so we'll call these guys up that come from this stuff here. It's random, but when they pop out, there's one. So I don't want to deal with you. So Shroud Nexus, you need for making the huge magic chests and other things, so that's kind of important. This was the easiest place, the first place to get it. Shroud Nexus you find throughout Enshrouded in higher level zones off various mobs like this, especially when you get to Albany. But need a lot of it because I want to make the huge magic chest as soon as possible. So yeah, that's Shroud Nexus, and we got a couple of those. So plus you get the head, bone, you get legendary ruins, and if you're interested in collecting cauldrons, which you only need one really, there you go. So those are just some key resource areas for mining and harvesting important stuff you need for advancement. There's certainly a lot more in Nomad to be gotten, but those are the most important things as soon as I get here that I start collecting as soon as possible. All right, so in the next episode, we're going to go to Blackmire, which is over there, and some of the key resources there. I'm mostly interested in leather, reptile leather, but we're going to get over there in the next episode and pick up some key resources there. So until then, happy gaming!